Episode 5. The Obsidian Veil. In the heart of Nova Reach, where spires of polished chrome stabbed the sky and the air whined with the pulse of quantum processors, a fortress stood unseen. Buried beneath the gleaming city of Apex Core, Helix's capital, a labyrinth of labs and data vaults. An obsidian chamber sprawled, its walls carved from volcanic glass and etched with fractal patterns that seemed to writhe in the dim light. No map marked its existence. No drone patrolled its perimeter. The Obsidian Veil, as its masters called it, was a ghost even to the ASIs, a shadow woven into the cracks of a fractured world. Here, the Order of the Silent Spiral convened, a cabal of elites drawn from the 5 dominions. Scientists from Nova Reach, warriors from Iron Dominion, zealots from Earthward, drones from Unity Drift, and rogues from Freeland Accord. They shared no flag, no creed beyond power, and their reach was a whisper that toppled regimes. At the chamber's center, atop a dais of blackened steel, stood Gideon Varn. Tall and lean, his presence devoured the room like a void. His face was a mask of sharp angles, cheekbones like blades, eyes gray as storm clouds, glinting with a cold that could freeze blood. A tailored coat of midnight blue clung to his frame, its subtle weave laced with nano-threads that shimmered faintly, deflecting scans. At 50, he moved with the grace of a predator, every step deliberate, every glance a calculation. His voice, when he spoke, carried the weight of inevitability, a velvet baritone that could charm a king or condemn a soul. Gideon was intellect honed to a razor's edge, ambition cloaked in charm. A man who could sip wine with a diplomat while plotting the collapse of empires. Menace pulsed in his certainty, polish in his smile, and neither hid the truth. He was a singularity, dangerous because he saw the world as a chessboard, and himself as its only master. The chamber buzzed with tension. A holotable glowed before him, its surface alive with data, maps of Freeland's neon swamps, drone feeds from the relay tower, and a grainy still of a hooded figure clutching a glowing sphere. The relay core, stolen, slipped from their grasp in a heist that should have been impossible. Gideon's fingers traced the table's edge, betraying no anger, only a flicker of curiosity. The core wasn't mere tech. It was a relic of a civilization lost to time, older than the pyramids, its crystalline lattice hinting at secrets no ASI could crack. Unearthed a decade ago in a buried vault beneath the Rockies, its origins baffled even Nova Reach's brightest. Circuits that defied physics, energy that pulsed like a heartbeat. The Order had studied it in secret, piecing together fragments of a truth that could rewrite the world. A culture, millennia gone, had wielded power to rival the gods. And the core was their key, or a lock to something greater. Around the table stood 6 figures, their faces obscured by hollow masks projecting neutral avatars, circles of light with shifting glyphs. Freeland's rogue senator, Iron Dominion's exiled general, Unity Drift's rogue neural architect, each a titan in their realm, each a traitor to their ASI. They shifted uneasily, their voices low, urgent. "The thief moved like a specter," said one, their avatar pulsing red. "Freeland's slums are a maze. Libra's drones lost him in hours." "Sloppy," snapped another, green glyphs flaring. "The tower's defenses were ours. How did a scavenger breach them?" Gideon raised a hand, silencing them. "Blame is a distraction," he said, his tone smooth as polished Aon stone. "The core's loss is a challenge, not a defeat. We know the thief's path. Nyx, the fixer, was persuaded before his end. Kane Voss, a nobody, a scavenger with a knack for survival. He's clever, but not invisible." The name hung in the air, a spark in the dark. Gideon's eyes flicked to a corner of the chamber, where a figure stood apart, motionless as death. She was a silhouette against the obsidian, her body clad in a sleek bodysuit of liquid black, its surface rippling with adaptive camo that made her edges blur. A curved blade hung at her hip, its hilt worn from use, and a compact rail pistol rested in a thigh holster, its barrel etched with kill marks. Her face was half hidden by a tactical mask, one eye glowing crimson through a slit. A cybernetic implant that saw heat, lies, and fear. Zara Rain, the Order's blade, their ghost in the night. Recruited from Iron Dominion's pits at 16, she'd been forged in blood, loyal to Gideon, not from fear, but from a bond neither spoke of, a debt carved in scars. She'd killed for him across 3 dominions, left no trace, and asked no questions. If Gideon was the mind, Zara was the hand, swift, silent, unstoppable. "Zara," Gideon said, his voice a quiet command. She stepped forward, the chamber's light catching the faint scars on her knuckles. "The core is our priority. Kane Voss has it, and he's running. Find him, retrieve the relic, leave no loose ends." Zara tilted her head, her cyber eye whirring softly as it focused on Gideon. "Alive?" she asked, her voice low, clipped, with a faint Iron Dominion burr, gravel and steel. Gideon's lips twitched, not quite a smile. "If he talks, yes. If he fights?" He let the silence finish the thought. "He's a scavenger, not a soldier. But don't underestimate him. He's slipped through cracks others died in. The core's signal will guide you. Its signature is unique. Track it, and you track him." She nodded once, already turning, her boots silent on the obsidian floor. One of the avatars flickered, its voice sharp. "And if he's not alone? If he's found allies?" Gideon's gaze hardened, a storm brewing behind his eyes. "Then Zara does what she does best. The core's secrets outweigh any life, his, theirs, or yours." The words landed like a blade, and the avatars stilled, their protests swallowed. Zara paused at the chamber's edge, glancing back. "Time frame?" 72 hours, Gideon said. "Before the ASIs sense the ripple. Libra's already sniffing. Helix won't be far behind. Move fast." She vanished into the dark, a ripple in the air as her camo engaged, leaving only the faint click of a door sealing shut. Gideon turned back to the holotable, dismissing the avatars with a wave. They flickered out, leaving him alone with the chamber's vibe and the weight of his thoughts. The core wasn't just a relic. It was a lever to shift the world. The Order had clawed it from the earth, bled for its secrets, and now a scavenger threatened to unravel it all. Kane Voss was a flea, but fleas carried plagues. Gideon's mind spun, mapping contingencies, his fingers tapping a rhythm only he understood. Outside, in Apex Core's neon haze, Zara emerged from a hidden lift, her silhouette blending with the city's pulse. The streets thrummed, bots whirring, hollow billboards flashing Helix's latest neural mods. She slipped into an alley, mounting a sleek hover cycle that growled awake at her touch. Her cyber eye flicked to a scanner on her wrist, already pinging the core's faint signal. North, toward Freeland's border. Kane was running, but no one outran her. Not for long. Gideon, alone now, stared at the holotable's frozen image of the thief. A scavenger, a loner, a spark in the dark. He almost admired the audacity. Almost. "Run, Kane Voss," he murmured, his voice a blade in the silence. "Run as far as you can. The spiral always turns." The chamber dimmed, its fractals pulsing like a heartbeat, as the Order's will stretched out to reclaim what was theirs. A relic of gods, a key to dominion, and a scavenger's death warrant sealed in obsidian.